quad's off. The quad is off. I have a nice little glass here. I'm going to have a nice little glass. I'm just going to pour this. Just going to pour this out right now. Look at that. Oh, yes. Hang on. Oh, it tastes beautiful. The quad is off. Blue is the color. Let's go, people. Yes, the quad is off. And do you know what? I promised, we've got a lot of Chelsea fans here on the Football Terrace, and I promised I would do this, and I saved it for today. So here is the opening verse of your song, and I am going to sing it for you. Sorry for my bad singing voice. So, blue is the colour, football is the game. We're all together and winning is our aim. So cheer us on through the sun and rain. Cause Chelsea is our name. And today I was a Chelsea fan. You've stopped the quad. You've stopped the treble and the quad at the same time. I am over the moon. That's a piece of history that my club gets to keep hold of. Congratulations, Chelsea. Take it away from that phenomenal performance. And these are three of the big talking points today. Have Chelsea met their match? Sorry, have Man City met their match with Chelsea? Chelsea were every bit as good in every single department. Defensively, stronger than Manchester City. More potent up front. Why do you think? Second question, why do you think Man City was so poor and so off today? Was it an off day for them? Was it the Thomas Tuchel effect and the Chelsea effect? On your thoughts and your feelings on that. And of course, we know the quad is now off. We know this is still a great Manchester City team, but these things, as we mentioned many, many times before, need to be celebrated. And I also thought it was really important today because Timo Werner and Ziyech, very much maligned this season, stepped up and delivered. And I thought they were excellent to a man. The goal they scored almost happened. If it weren't a few inches offside in the first half, absolutely brilliant. It really, really was overall. Man like Pav here says the quad is off. The real treble is off. Thank you, Chelsea. We move. And listen, Chelsea fans care about their season, and so they should. They can win an FA. They're going to win an FA Cup now. They're going to make the top four. And I think they've got a chance of winning. Do you know what's amazing? Chelsea could end up having a better season than Manchester City. How about that? That's worth a drink. Oh, I love it. Listen, nice. Get yourself a bottle of that tonight. Nice bit of Bollinger. Absolutely banging. Well done, Chelsea. Let's do some more of these comments that are coming through. Lots of super chats. We've got loads of people, loads of calls to take. We're here for a little while. And then tonight, brand new show for top 6 games. We're doing a full-on dedicated player rating show. It's around 10 p.m. tonight. Terry, KJ, you're welcome. I say it with my chest. We are back. I am here saying it. We are back. Chelsea fans now starting to believe. They're starting to believe. Monster, I missed your super chat. I can't find it. And too many comments have gone by. I'm sorry, bro. Maybe KJ's got it. KJ's backstage. He always saves me like this. KJ saves me all the time. No quad for the plastics is what Ray says here. RIP quad. Mark here, the Chelsea fan, says, we are back. We are back. Chelsea fans should be, listen, Chelsea on a real level today. I want to speak about a few players in your overall team. Rudiger today, arguably the best centre-back performance I've ever seen from him. Cesar Azpilicueta, a.k.a. Aspie, a.k.a. just call him Dave. Outstanding. Outstanding. He absolutely nullified and shut down the brilliance that is Raheem Sterling. In midfield, Mason Mount. Oh, should have Fernandinho should have been booked twice in that game for me. Mount had him on absolute toast for the vast majority of this game. There's no doubt about it. Up front, Ziyech and Werner today, I thought were absolutely brilliant. They really, really were. And even Kepa made a few good saves towards the end. No dodgy moments, like in the new haircut. Proper good Barnet top from him there. Do some more of these super chats there. 99 problems, but the treble ain't won. Man like Young here of a super chat. He didn't say anything, but he gets that super chat in. Make sure, by the way, you're smashing that like button, people. Chelsea fans, United fans, all football fans. I said it earlier today, and I mean this. Chelsea winning today was important for every single top club in the country, because what it means is that City can't complete the quadruple. Completing the quadruple first, it means they achieve something that your club can never better, ever. Imagine not having anything to aim for. That's the end of the world shit. Couldn't have had it. Well done, Chelsea. Tottenham fan here says KDP got injured. We shouldn't laugh at the injury, but in fairness to KDB, he needed to come off. He was having a stinker of a semi-final. Stinker of a semi. Horrible misplaced passes, no real cutting edge, no influence. Foden came on and improved things. But overall today, Chelsea just nullified every single aspect of Manchester City. There's no doubt about it. We've got quite a good panel backstage now. We're going to start bringing people on in a few moments to hear. In the comments, says crisp and dry oil run dry. Oh, you mean his hair? I kind of get what you're saying there. I think Chelsea following in Arsenal's footsteps in joy. What do you mean, Tim? When was the last time Arsenal were in this semi-final in the Champions League, bruv? When was the last time they were in the top four, bruv? Don't bring Chelsea down to that level. Man like DJ says, big up, Terry. You feel the vibe of 2012. Same circumstances, Terry. I hope you get what I mean. What a performance by my team. Mount, Werner, Ziyech. What a goal. Absolutely. It was sensational. No doubt about it. The goal was brilliant. We did that with 4 Muslim players fasting, and Aspilicueta is a beast. Phenomenal. The whole thing today for Chelsea was phenomenal. We're going to delve into it more with the panel in a few moments. We would like to get the numbers up before we get the panel on. Aaron here says, I'm happy Chelsea put that to bed. Lol, winning the quad would top Man United and Liverpool. Can't be having that. Absolutely right. Tonight, celebration night. Oh, it tastes so good. Honestly, it tastes so good. Man like Christopher here. Where's Christopher at? Christopher says, I will remember the day when Thiago Silva played with an injured back and all stayed strong and led the line against City. Yeah, he did brilliantly well to stay on the pitch as well, to be fair. He did so well. He was injured for at least the majority of that second half. Anita will be coming. Don't you worry about that. Man City, if you think you're winning the Champions League, you've got another thing coming. Chains are off. Fernandinho red for life. Almost had his eye out. Listen, bro. I'm just excited. I'm excited. Silver here says, breaking news. Pep Guardiola has asked the Sheikh for a minimum of 500 million this summer to compete with Tuchel. Purely taking the FA Cup, Terry. Okay, if you're purely talking the FA Cup, I hear you, but obviously, they're not just in the FA Cup, but I hear what you're saying, bro. Keep hitting that like button. Just under 4,000 people watching. We can get this stream to go huge tonight. Anita's now backstage as well, getting ready. We've got lots of, we're going to bring some of the panel in and bring more in. We're going to do your calls later on in the show as well. Chelsea's own says, Tuchel has made the players actually want to play for the club and give their all. We are just so solid, both in possession and defensively proud. And that's so true. Chelsea, go back, and there was a moment in about the 82nd minute. The camera angle was perfect for it. You see 5 minutes back the back, almost no space between the lines. Everybody's marking their zonal area, not players, but they're in their zonal areas, ensuring there is no space for Man City to play in. And today, and I said this a few weeks ago, we're going to see the acid test as to whether or not Chelsea Football Club are actually anywhere near Manchester City. What we found out today, categorically, is they are. Imagine this Chelsea team with a Harry Kane or a Haaland. Imagine them with a serial killer up front. Imagine them with an absolute dynamite attack rather than a very good attack. You add that together. Maybe even Rafael Varane being linked with them as well today. Chelsea are back in business under Thomas Tuchel. And I think they're going to win at least 2 pieces of silverware this year. JP says Tuchel masterclass. Give us Real Madrid next. I am gassed, my brother. I bet you are. I'm gassed, and I'm a Man United fan. One more sip of the champers, and then we're going to start bringing the panel out. We've got Prime, David, KJ, Daniel, Igal, Neeks very close to his camera right now. Man's doing an Alex out here, and Anita in the house. We're going to get everybody on in just a few short moments. Make sure that like button is being hit. Let me just, I'm going to pour a bit more of my, hang on. So we're going to pour a bit more of these city tears in here. No quad. Let's get the panel on, people. Let's do this now. Congratulations. Well done.
Come on.
Hey, job's not done.
Some dry energy, fam.
Terry, raise your glasses, man. Go raise them.
Congrats.
Cheers.
I told you I'm a Chelsea fan today. I sung the Chelsea song, by the way, at the start of the stream. I sung it. I had to. Honestly, today I was a Chelsea fan, and you didn't just beat them. I thought Chelsea were phenomenal today. Neeks, what was your thoughts on the performance? You nullified Chelsea. You look better. You look better than Man City. Give me your thoughts, Neeks.
What did I tell you guys? About Ziyech and Werner starting? That's all I gotta say. No, literally, Terry. That's what I gotta say.
There we go. Daniel, how about yourself, mate? I mean, you see, I had a bit of a pop at you the other day for not looking excited after beating Porto. Today, you look buzzing, bruv.
I told you already, man. Bigger things, bigger fish to fry. We're coming for everything, coming for everyone. Do you know what? I don't even have any sort of analysis. I don't have any sort of this guy. This was like, you know, a performance here where every single player was an 8, as in no one was below an 8. Everyone was perfect. Everyone did their jobs to a T. And let me tell you now, for everyone who doesn't understand football, or for anyone who doesn't understand football, that's what you call a tactical masterclass. People use that word so much. Just imagine now when he gets his players and the squad he wants and trims it down, has the players. Bro, Tuchel, all props to you. And do you know what? This is the last time, all Chelsea fans doubt this guy's starting lineups, because he knows who to play, when to play them, against what opponent to play them, and you got to give him every single bit of credit in the world. I hate how the Chelsea journalists, every single time he wins or does something, they're trying to bring him down with some bit of news, bringing out Rudiger beef and Kepa, or saying Tammy wants to leave, always doing stuff to try and rock the boat, but he keeps producing results, and he's going to keep on producing results. Come on, Tuchel. Come on.
I completely hear you on that. I think he's shut so many big mouths up with so many different elements of his managerial style so far. And I think one thing Tuchel does brilliantly is you concede. There's stuff going on with Tammy at the moment. There are certain players not getting the game time they want. But look how hard that squad's working for him, which means he's doing it the right way, which means the man management skills are every bit as good. David, fresh trim, to a semi-final and a final qualified for in the space of a week. How happy are you, mate?
You see, you remember when this guy first came and everyone was, and Harry Redknapp, is he really that much better than Frank? Is he? I had people telling me, let's wait till the end of the season. Let's keep Frank. All of you, shut up. I said it. This is the guy. He is a serious manager who will prove you all wrong. And look at what he's doing. Final FA Cup, semi-final Champions League, all the players playing. I had people today doubting what he's doing with Timo. Oh, why is Timo playing? Tammy should be there. I'm sorry. Are you mad? He's got everyone playing. Ziyech, he made Ziyech look good. Timo looking good. Mason had a game. That's right, Mason. Kepa had a game. Do you know how mad that is? Kepa kept a clean sheet against KDB, Foden, all these, man. Whoever's been talking about it, it's amazing. That is my guy. I told everyone from day, this guy is a serious problem. But people were like, nah, is he better than Frank? They were chatting about Frank at half time, saying, well, Frank's got him here. Frank wouldn't have done that today. Frank don't beat Atletico. Frank doesn't beat who did we beat in the quarterfinal? I can't Porto. Frank doesn't even beat Porto. This guy is different class. Give me my money. Give me my money now.
I hear you, and I think a lot of people owe Thomas Tuchel an apology. And forget journalists; their job is to stir the pot. It's Chelsea fans that didn't back him. It's Chelsea fans. No disrespect to Lampard, he's going to be a good coach. I think Tuchel has years of experience, years of quality. Man like Prime's in the house, kitchen settings, glasses, hood up. How you feeling, bro?
Tactically outclassed. This Pep guy, a few months ago, you guys were all trying to suck him off, saying that they're going to win a quadruple, and I was the only one who said the City team is not that great. They're not winning a quadruple. They might barely even win a double this season. Like this, the City team is not that amazing. Kevin De Bruyne was invisible all game. What did he even do? Oh, Chelsea were sublime. Kante, world class performance. This is what I want to see from Kante. Not saying he's world class when we play Crystal Palace or Porto. When we play the likes of City, PSG, or Real Madrid, these actual big games is when I want to see these players turn up. Like Kante, Azpilicueta. This game was just amazing. And we invest properly in the summer. City better be scared. They better be scared.
I understand that completely. A question I have for you all. Do you think already, even without that, do you think you're under Tuchel, you're a match for Man City in terms of the league next year, based on what you've seen under Tuchel and what happened today?
No.
Well,
No.
The question is, let me reword wait, David, wait, what?
Yeah, that's what
No, not yet. No, we still need additions.
Yeah,
because,
we do.
yeah, you can beat Man City.
Oh, yeah,
you can beat Man United, but that team has still
We're
got
talking
that
about
we
for
can't.
next season.
No, for next year though, he obviously have it.
Yeah, I'm talking next season with the right improvements. Yes, with the right improvements. That's the caveat to it.
I was even gonna say, when we get the right improvements, you change the question. We're a match for the best teams in Europe. We're a match for the best teams in Europe when we get the right addition. People don't understand how good of a manager this guy is. Like, he's a very, very good manager. Like, from when it comes to even people trying to knock him for the Tammy thing, even from man management, I don't think any player will have a bad word to say about this guy so far. And it's so far so good. And if you look at all the teams he's managed, he's always had great squads, people who love him. It's always been about the board and what happens with the board. So we're yet to see with that what happens with that. And that's obviously a thing in the process. But in terms of things on the field, I think we can't make the mistake of unsettling this guy, because I've always said it, like, and I even wrote about it, that we've kind of worked towards Tuchel. So going through Sarri, going through Conte, going through Lampard, it's kind of been a progression to getting the perfect guy for Chelsea, and he's come at the right time.
Yeah,
Can I just say?
Yeah, go on, Prime.
Sorry. Tuchel's been here about 3 months, and he's beaten Pep, Klopp, Simeone, Mourinho, and Ancelotti without conceding a goal.
But the thing is, it doesn't shock me. As someone who's watched his football before, it doesn't shock me. People would just this thing again of, he's a failure. Are you mad? This and you know the mad thing is as well, he's not even a defensive manager. On form right now, our defense is probably the best defense in Europe right now, on form. Just obviously, apart from that West Brom loss, apart from the West Brom one, our defense has been immaculate. But he's actually an attacking manager. Imagine us like once over the summer, give him a bit of time, and he gets them attacking patterns working as well. It is going to be a problem, a massive problem.
On the defensive line, though, when you're well organized and you've got a good shape, good defending almost becomes a prerequisite of that, because everybody's in the right place. There's balance to your team. You add balance and things fit into place. And the clean sheet, I think that's 14 clean sheets in 19 games. That's why you're in the Champions League semi, FA Cup final, and with West Ham dropping a ball bag today. The top 4 races, it's been a brilliant weekend for yourselves. Spurs dropping points last night, West Ham dropping points, and then you get yourself through to that final. We're going to start bringing through rivals one by one now, and then we're going to open the lines up for you to all come on and have your say. Do me a big favor here. 4,500 people watching us live right now. Biggest live reaction stream on social media in the world on the Football Terrace. But hit the damn like button, people. right now. Subscribe to the Football Terrace. Let's go. First up, we're gonna bring in man like Neeks. First of all, Neeks to have his say on this.
I want him. Bring him on.
What you saying, Neeks?
Bring him on.
You're muted.
Hello.
Whoa. Why bring me up? I'm on your side.
No.
I mean, wait.
No.
If someone paid me enough, I would have sang the song like Terry, but maybe not. Don't send on super chats. Listen, the quadruple is off. The quadruple is off. The treble is off, and I say that for a reason. League Cup can't be included in our treble. So well done, Chelsea, for winning the game. You know, you won the game. You ended City's quadruple run. You know, you didn't do it for us, but we take it. We help. You know, it helps the Man United legacy. 1999 is something that has stood the test of time and continues to stand the test of time. And because of this win by Chelsea, by Tuchel, by Werner and Ziyech, Man City are back to being noisy neighbours. They are back to being noisy neighbours, and they're forever in our shadows. In terms of the game itself, I mean, I think I was actually surprised, to be honest. And I say surprised in the sense that the way that Chelsea dominated the ball against City, like even when, you know, peak Barcelona, peak Bayern Munich used to, under Guardiola, even when you used to lose games, they always lost in a certain way, counter-attacking. And of course, you had the threat on the counter-attack with Werner, but you dominated possession for the majority of the game. And I think it's a credit to Tuchel. It's also a slight on Guardiola. Did he make too many changes? Did he set up in the right way in terms of formation? Very defensive. But listen, I'm saying, you know, well done, Chelsea. Hopefully Leicester and all Southampton can beat you in the final. And hopefully Real Madrid can knock you out of the Champions League. But as far as this game goes, as far as I'm concerned, 1999 is proved once again to be the greatest Premier League side of all time.
No, I hear you on that, Neeks. Listen, bro, thanks for coming on, mate, and having your say. I really appreciate that, my guy. Thank you very, very much indeed. Next up, we're getting man like KJ on to have his say. KJ, what you saying, bro?
Oh,
First of all, congratulations. Mission accomplished, Chelsea agents. Thank you so much. We'll take that. No more quad for them, man, there.
KJ, you're right. Chelsea are back.
Shush.
Let him land.
Second of all, Chelsea are freaking back, man. It makes me feel ill. Listen, all you Chelsea fans, yeah. Or listen, all you Chelsea fans, when I said it months ago, I said it. You're like, oh no, you're saying, oh, the judge, oh, shut up. You're back. Accept it. Be happy. You know what I'm saying? Accept it. Tuchel is a serious manager. You have a talented squad. And you guys, I am not happy. I remember when you guys did something, I think you drew, and I was sitting there miserable, people smiling. I was miserable. I was like, well, KJ, what's up? I was like, you do know what's going to happen, right? Sugar Daddy Roman is going to see this and be like, rah, let's improve. Let's get better. And this Chelsea team are just going to get better and better in here. As I said before in the preview, Chelsea were coming up after test and passing them. They weren't flopping. They were passing all these tests. And from when you see that, it is trouble. It is trouble. Well done today. Man City, they just weren't good enough in the air. They were poor. Also, the whole Fernandinho thing, he actually didn't mean that. If you watch it again, his foot is going over Mount, and then he raised his hand out of reaction, and therefore it made him slip. Other than that, perfect performance from Chelsea, and you guys are back. So drink up, be happy. And if I ever hear a Chelsea fan say, KJ, stop, you're a weakling and you're a fraud.
KJ, top man, mate. Speak to you again soon, brother. Thank you very much. Remember, tonight, 10 p.m., we're doing a Man City Chelsea double player rating show, brand new to the Football Terrace. We're doing this after all the big six and top six clashes moving forward. That's going to be around 10 p.m. Tonight. Make sure like buttons are being hit now. Next up, we've got a super chat here that says, let's be real, Man City fans were United fans at one point, like they popped out of nowhere just all of a sudden. Hairs on my chin. I did know quite a few City fans when I lived in Manchester, but yes, of course, it's just what happens when your team gets bigger and grows. A few of the City fans in the comments saying it shows we're top dogs, that everyone's celebrating us not doing the quad. Listen, bro, every football fan should celebrate this, because if you did the quad, bad for everyone. No one can ever do it again. But like I said the other day, if you're the first person to walk on the moon, first person to walk on Mars, whatever it may be, the first person to break the sound barrier, the first person to... Who remembers the second people that invented an aeroplane? No one. It's the first people to do it you remember. The first. Do you know what I mean? And that's as simple and as straightforward as that. And City doing the quad first is bad for everybody other than City. So we should all be celebrating. Next caller, we're going to get Man Lucky Gal on. Ches is backstage. Then we're going to open up the lines for you to come on and have your say. Man Lucky Gal in the house. What you saying, bro?
I just gotta say, I have not seen Man City get dominated. Like, they got bodied, absolutely bodied. They got put in a body bag. Raheem Sterling was nowhere to be found. He couldn't even. What was he doing the whole game? It was almost like he was hesitating every single time he got the ball. Their whole attack. I think Guardiola just overthought it. I don't know why Foden's not starting. I don't know why Gundogan's not starting. He really has no real finishers in the team. Aguero's injured again. This Manchester City team, they have squad depth. We always talk about them having squad depth. But today, we know why they're fringe players, because these guys couldn't deliver. And hey, Chelsea, let me go to Chelsea side. You guys absolutely destroyed them. That midfield didn't even have to do anything. The defense by itself was absolutely dominating them. Rudiger, man of the match performance, the whole team. And you know what? If your creators are creating at that level, and you can get a couple more guys finishing their chances, because you had a couple chances near the end and throughout the game, that could have been a 3-0 game for you guys. Easy.
Remember, this is the same guy that said don't get excited. Remember, same guy.
No. I did say don't get excited. And when I said don't get excited, it was about the draw. It was about the draw. It wasn't about Thomas Tuchel.
I remember that.
Yeah, but you know what it is, Gal? I think like a lot of our Arsenal fans, it's like you don't say don't get excited because you're used to your club not bouncing back. Chelsea have a pedigree and a rich history of bringing in a new manager and bouncing back and winning and scoring and picking up trophies. They really did. In terms of this season, how good a turnaround has Thomas Tuchel had, in your opinion, Gal? Looking as a rival at Chelsea, how good has this turnaround been?
I think the biggest part of the turnaround for me has been he's gotten the best out of the players that were out of Lampard's team. The players that got revitalized the whole team is because you've had players that were not playing that were ready to prove themselves, like Rudiger, like Alonso came in near the beginning of Thomas Tuchel's reign and proved himself. And these players are the key to getting this whole system back and running. And the squad depth that he's built now is because of those players that were on the fringes are now being big parts of this team, like Jorginho even.
What I'll say is quickly, is that if, of course, and it's a big if, but if we win the FA Cup, win Champions League, and get top 4, this run or win, obviously, of course, but this run or win would be the best comeback out of all the managers. So it'll be better than Di Matteo's, because I actually think Di Matteo had a better core, where he had the likes of Lampard, John Terry, Didier Drogba, guys you could call on. Yeah. Tuchel comes into a team that's quite fractured. And kind of, it was kind of nervous. Like, there was just a nervousness around the squad with Lampard and how everything played out. We didn't expect this. We can't even lie. We did not.
I'm not going to kill your vibe, but you guys expected to do better with Thomas Tuchel than you did with Frank Lampard. You didn't expect to be
the Champions League semi-final and FA Cup final. I didn't expect us to be Champions League final.
I think we expected better football. We expected more of a structure, but we would never have imagined we'd be where we are right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Do you know what? Chelsea are at a point right now, and just wait and see what happens towards the end of this season. But with all things being equal, reviewing things with hindsight, Chelsea win the Champions League and FA Cup, which is conceivable, and make the top 4. I'm going to say Tuchel's season is better than Pep's.
Yeah, facts. No, that's true. No, facts, because Pep would only have a Premier League and a League Cup after being on course for a quadruple, and not even a quadruple in. And you know when sometimes you just throw the word out there, genuinely, they could have got the quadruple. Like, it was a genuine chance.
Well, let's see what happens next week. You know, if, we haven't really spoke Man City much on the show, and we will. If Man City lose to Spurs and then go out of the Champions League, it just goes down to being, for the money they spent, the players have got, the manager they have, it becomes a good season. It's not extraordinary. It's not groundbreaking. It just becomes a good season.
Chelsea did us a favor. Chelsea did Football Society a favor by winning today. They made sure that Tottenham continued to have that trophy drought, because Man City are now going to go crazy for that.
That made it happy. Gal, bro, listen, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and having your say. I'll chat to you again soon. Top man. Next up on the show, man like Ches is calling in. Ches, what you saying?
We saying, Lando. I'm gassed still, because what it does today, it puts us on the map. everyone doubting us about the teams we faced before. Let's Richard Simeone's done, but Ancelotti's done. All of this kind of facade and like downplaying Tuchel's achievements. Now we've beat a top side in their prime, going for the quadruple. What is the next excuse? So I'm happy within a season where, like the man said before, like we were fractured, we were low in confidence, there was low motivation, there was beef between the players. He comes in the middle of the season, and all of a sudden we're looking like a next team which none of us foresaw. I didn't foresee us getting to a final or semi-final of Champions League. No way. So he's definitely overachieved, and I'm proud of my team. And hopefully we can win it and get a trophy. I'll be gassed because how did Arsenal beat us last year? 1-L. But yeah.
No, I hear you. I mean, how confident are you in? I mean, winning the FA Cup now, with all due respect, Leicester will be a tough game. If you get Southampton, it becomes a you can't lose embarrassment to obviously go on and maybe lose that. How confident are you moving through the rest of this season now as well, Ches? Champions League qualification, Champions League semi-final. Where's your head at?
I can't lie to you. I told everyone already. I don't think we're gonna make top 4. I shouldn't say that because you beat Man City just now, but I just think that the amount of games we have and how late we've left it because of how Lampard left the squad, I'm not sure if we're going to make it. I'm not sure if Leicester will have the same capitulations last season. I think they might have learned, and I think we'll just miss out. But in terms of Champions League, anything could happen, and I think we should win the FA Cup. So that'll still be a good season for me, innit? So, yeah.
There we go.
I was being real, innit? Being honest.
Yeah.
What is this thing of saying we're not making top 4? What makes you say that? Or what makes you think that?
For me, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, for me, I just don't know if the players, because we have a young squad, I said this before, will be able to handle having the Champions League semi and the league as well. Like every game will come, because we've seen our team, even the draws we've had Southampton, that lost the other day, they're just glimpses of what we're like when we are not 100%. Our system requires 100%. Look at today. Everyone was an 8 out of 10, like Daniel said. Are we like that every single week? I'm not sure.
We played a 5 out of 10 against Porto and still made it through.
Yeah, but that's Porto. Look at Southampton. Look at West Brom.
But Porto are a better team. Porto's like a better team than West Ham, though.
Alright, cool. But look at Southampton, that draw. Minamino, that stupid goal we can see. That's a win right there. If we've won these games, we've won those games, like to Southampton, the West Brom game, even got a draw. Then of course I'll be sitting there going, we're patterned, whatever. Because of those slip-ups, it seeds doubt in my head.
We played Southampton 2 months ago.
No, my point is the squad overall, innit? I don't know.
But I think we our remaining games that we have, we've got to play Brighton in 2 days, 3 days, then West Ham, and then the 2 legs in the Champions League and Fulham. Like I think we've got it. We're going to make West Ham are going to continue.
Play Leicester, we still got to play Arsenal.
Yeah, I know, but I think by the time we have to play those teams, I think we would have already got top 4. Because West Ham, as great as they are going forward, Declan Rice being injured is a massive miss because we see how much they're just conceding goals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, West Ham are not going to say the particles. I don't see that happening. Cheers, thank you very much for coming on, mate, and having your say. Really appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. We've got a Man City fan coming on now. Midu, he's a City fan. What you saying, bro?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, bro. What are you saying?
I'm so disappointed. First of all, congratulations to Chelsea because they deserve the win. You know, the performance wasn't great. Attacking-wise, we were so poor. Sterling had an absolute shocker. De Bruyne was poor before he got injured. You know, we struggled to break down Chelsea's defense, and they played really well. I don't know why we were so bad at attacking wise. Is that because Chelsea defense are so outstanding, or is it because it's one of those games? But yeah, the quadruple dream is over, unfortunately.
No.
And defense. You know, they played well. You know, they dominated us. So yeah, congratulations, and I'm so disappointed. So, but hopefully you win the treble, but not the real treble.
Not the real treble, absolutely, bro. Do you know what? Thank you very much for calling. My view's this: the reason that City's attack wasn't good today is because Chelsea's shape and defense was too good.
Thank you. Yeah,
and that's what I was going to ask you. Has that been the most impressive thing that Thomas Tuchel has brought to Chelsea? Is this strength, this great shape, and you just don't concede goals?
Mm-hmm. Do you know what? I kept saying like earlier in the season, I don't think our defense is bad. Like everyone always cusses me because I like Rudiger, but I just feel like Rudiger always plays really well whenever, you know, he has a good game. He has like a 8, 9 out of 10 game, but when he's bad, he's really bad. But in my opinion, I don't think we ever had a bad defense. The structure was just appalling. And Tuchel said it himself, pre-match. He said that they bear back 10% of their training is actually on defense. Only 10% of training is on defense. You can't make this shit up. Our defense is intrinsically good in themselves. Like people keep underestimating our defense, and us Chelsea fans, we're victim of it. We always want to blame either Rudiger, we want to blame Zuma, we want to blame fam. It was the shape, and it's clear now. It was clear. It's clear and obvious that it was the shape. It was a pattern of play that just wasn't suiting our boys, and it's okay. It's okay to admit that Chelsea fans, we went wrong with this. Our defense is not bad.
So what? So shape and structure, you were saying, yeah?
Shape, structure, and the way we were playing and style of play.
Yeah. And even
by the way, Prime, that doesn't make Kepa a good goalkeeper.
I know it doesn't. But having a better shape and having a better structure and having better defense, it helps.
No, it does. Look, obviously, look. At the end of the day, look. When it comes to shape, structure, I do agree with the fact that we're under a better system and a better shape, structure, whatever you want to call it. Kepa obviously receives less shots, so obviously he doesn't have to do as much work. I still don't think Kepa is the best, but of course the shape and the structure that Tuchel has put him in helps him a lot, and that helped him today as well, as we only had to face, I believe, one real chance in that game. But on top of what you said, Anita, like Conte, Sarri, Lampard, I think this is the first time I've seen us play against Man City for a long time not Premier League, but a long time against Man City, the best team in the league, and actually dominate the game and look good. A lot of the times when we beat Man City, it's always counter-attacking. We're always sitting deep. We're always like soaking up a lot of pressure. Like when did we soak up pressure? From the 75th minute onwards, I would say. Like when we were actually defending the lead, and you saw with the substitutions when he brought on Emerson. But besides that, for a large, especially that first half, people are not like. And a couple of people messaged me, and I said I would do this, innit? Jorginho, continues to be a shining light in that midfield. And I've always said it, and no one hears me, and finally people are seeing it, and I'm seeing a lot of big Chelsea journalists tweet it. If Jorginho played for Man City, because Pep originally wanted Jorginho over Rodri, he'd be seen as a world-class DM. He'd be able to conduct it. He'd be able to start attacks, launch everything, just the neat touches in and around. And that's what Jorginho has over Rodri. He's just so smart. He reads the game much better than a lot of midfielders, and he should be a big part of the future going forward.
Literally, you build a system where all Jorginho has to do is pass the ball. He's amazing. When you have a guy who can run 100 meters in 30 seconds, having to run up and down the field, of course he's going to look awful. When you just have him just sit with someone who can cover the space for him and then just dictate play, he looks really good.
It's not even just that. Like even when he played against Porto, he was playing so defensively, and he knew exactly what he was doing. Like, it's not even just that.
Talk to certain Chelsea fans.
Apparently, Gilmore's better than him.
There was a moment. You've got to let it go, David. There was a moment tonight where I thought that Fernandinho should have been booked for taking down Mount, even though you counter-attacks. And that touch and turn from Mason Mount was amazing. But I almost felt like the commentators missed that 5 seconds before that, Jorginho did the same thing to beat a man to get the ball to Mason Mount. Jorginho is absolute class. And of course, if you dislike him, you can watch footage of him and find a mistake here, or this wasn't great, or this isn't excellent from him. But overall, you can do it to any football player if you really want to do it. He's absolutely fantastic. And if you guys do look to bring in a long-term replacement for a Kante, I think someone like an Ndidi next to Jorginho could be an absolute powerhouse midfield in the twin sixes in the Tuchel system for many, many years to come. Listen, Prime, thank you very much for coming on, mate. We're going to refresh the panel a little bit, mate. Speak to you again very, very soon. Top man, KJ's back with us now. We're going to go to some calls here. We're going to get Slens on. Man like Slens talk in the house. What you saying, Slens?
Listen, Terry, when I told everyone we've got the surgeon in the house, you didn't hear me. The surgeon. Listen, Terry. When I get up here and I can't look at my feet because my chest is so big from this guy, man. Tuchel, man. Tuchel is the guy, guys. I told you. Tuchel is. I was hearing people say Rafa Benitez till the end of the season. I was hearing people say stay with Lampard till the end of the season. What? Bruv, stop this nonsense, man. Thomas Tuchel. But I thought, listen, guys. I was listening to halftime. They're saying, "Oh, Lampard deserves some credit." I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired. This guy puts in the work. He got the system. He got the players that are flopping under Lampard. Got them playing to the highest level there is, and we're still mentioning Lampard. Let it go, guys. It's gone. It's a new era. It's a Tuchel era, man. Give this guy a new contract soon, hopefully, man. But I want to shout out one guy as well, man. Thiago Silva, man. Thiago Silva, the Silverback, 36 years old, man. Beautiful today. Like everything was on point. And when he went off, a piece of my heart, honestly, got ripped away from me, man. His back, honestly, he's been carrying the defense all season. His back is hurting him. I hope he comes back soon. We need him. So listen, for that Real Madrid game,
Real Madrid, yeah, for
we
sure,
need
man.
this guy. The near post crosses. This guy always intercepts them every single time, man. It's the experience. He doesn't need pace. He doesn't need too much. He just needs to be there at the right time. It's his mind. His mind works quicker than everyone else. But yeah,
Slens, I told you triple E, bro. I told you triple E.
Thomas Tuchel, bro. That's the guy.
Do you remember? And this is what I said, Thiago Silva as well. And I remember these little things against Man United at Old Trafford. There was a ball that Cavani should have scored, but it's because of Thiago Silva at the near post. He gets that in there straight. And a lot of and this is what I'm saying. Defenders don't do that nowadays. You see near post crosses. Everyone's always scoring. Everyone's getting their goals in. That near post. I think it was Foden who almost scored at the near post. He was there in a flash. And
one more thing, bro. I was trying to talk about. I know David mentioned this already, yeah. But I'm sorry, Jorginho. Like, listen, I've been hearing people say Gilmore. I'm sorry. I know you're tired of hearing this, but guys, please, like, I'm talking about George, a 29-year-old, yeah. Like, listen, this is someone who Pep wanted, yeah. Who he chose Chelsea instead of City, yeah. But people are telling me Gilmore should start. Come on, man. Please, like, put some respect on. When are we going to put respect on?
We spoke about this earlier on Chelsea stream we did this morning. There are some Chelsea fans that are so desperate to have a winning core that come from the academy. I think they want to get rid of this. Oh, we don't buy trophies, we develop as well. They're so desperate to have that kind of that slur. I mean, if I was Chelsea, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, listen, pay for it, develop it, cheat for it. We're winning. Like, if you're winning,
Terry, during the game on Twitter, people were talking about Tammy Abraham. Okay, what on earth are these men on about?
You know what?
Timo getting in, but it's absolutely ridiculous.
Do you know what's mad about it all? Like, the player I want to speak about, who I thought was excellent today. I think he's been excellent for a month in a Chelsea shirt. Has been Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell should demonstrate to every Chelsea fan, one, trust Tuchel, and secondly, understand that people have been managed in the right way. Forget what family or friends or agents say. They've got an agenda to get people money and move them on. Because Ben Chilwell was left, I thought it was done. I thought he's not being picked. Alonso's back in the fray. But Ben Chilwell's worked hard. He stayed professional. And when given the opportunity, he has stepped up and been excellent. And I get some people have a burning desire for Tammy to make it. But you know what? Thomas Tuchel has given everybody ample opportunity through training and in games to demonstrate they're of the level to make you Premier Leagues and European champions again. And Tuchel has decided that Tammy isn't the guy. Who the hell are you? I know you're fans of the club, but you're not right in this case. It isn't like Tuchel's come in, only won 30% of his games, has conceded in nearly every match, and you're out of the Champions League, out of the FA Cup, and sitting 10th. The turnaround. You should just be going, yes, sir, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir.
I was going to say, you know, this guy's not signing a new contract. So I'm sorry, why should he be playing again? Like, if he's not signing a new contract, why should we trust him and put him up front? Like,
180 a week.
Honestly, like, listen, it's a serious manager, but he knows the dressing room. Listen, if you play a guy whose mind is not in it, honestly, I don't see him being our hero. Like, if his mind's not in it, just let him on the bench, man. Sell him. Like, that's it. Let him go.
I don't think Tammy's mind's never not in it. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think Tammy will always play for the badge. Like, he's one of ours. Like, he will always play for the badge.
It's proper chess.
That's a little bit unfair to say, but I do get you though, because he's obviously, like, I'm not being funny. We can talk about Tuchel not starting Tammy Abraham, but like you said, he wants a new contract, you know, like, he's not getting that new contract. So is he going to be here? At the end of the day, Tuchel has to play with what he knows is going to be here next season. And I guess that's why Tuchel's not playing him as per se, because the club
but also what he wanted today for today's game, Tammy Abraham ain't doing that. Tammy Abraham ain't making those runs behind. He ain't quick enough to make those runs in behind. So for him to even to even start today would make no tactical sense. So people complain about him today specifically. Let it go, man. You guys won the game. Tuchel knows what he's doing. He clearly knows what he wants from his strikers and his forward players. And Tammy ain't delivering that.
Again, he doesn't have the link up of Havertz. He doesn't have the pace of Timo. And he doesn't have the hold up of Giroud. So for me, he's fourth choice in that 9 position.
Mate, do you know what? Tammy reminds me of like Scott McTominay in Man United's midfield in the sense of like he's got one thing he's good at, but when you need there's 4 or 5 attributes that are needed to lead the line, he hasn't got 2 or 3 of them, so he falls down the pecking order. It just is what it is. Slen's great call, mate. Thanks for coming on, having your say. Really appreciate that, bro. Next up, we've got Abs. Abs, the Chelsea fans with us. You must be buzzing, mate.
We've got Super Thomas Tuchel. He knows exactly what we need. With Silva at the back and Werner in attack. Chelsea gonna win the chat. No, I'm kidding. I'll stop it right there. But
say it with chest. Say it with chest, my bro.
When he started singing that song, that's when it all went downhill, innit? Like,
you can't start the song and then not say it at the end, my brother.
What's so funny about that song is Tomori and Tammy on either end, and they're both possibly leaving the club. Awkward, man.
This is what happens. Abs, how happy were you with the performance today against the might of Man City?
yeah, it was brilliant. You know, the forgotten men turned up. Man like Ben and Jerry's ice cream at left back turned up today. He was really good. What's his name? Uncle George back on it, turned into Jorginho, not George from Harrow, which is always nice to see. And yeah, we're doing well, man. We're slowly picking it up. We're in FA Cup final. You know, Leicester, Southampton. We've not beaten either team this year, so might be the time to beat them then.
Yeah, it very well could be. It very well could be. It could be an amazing end to the season. And question I have for you, if you end up meeting Man City in the final, how much more confident are you now as opposed to, say, 24 hours ago?
You know what it is, Terry? There's still... You can always go into a Champions League final confident, but it's just about... Ultimately, they'll play their strongest team because, let's be honest, they did rest some players. They didn't go full strength today. Neither did we, to be honest. So that's where we'll see, you know, our full strength team against their full strength team. Obviously, we still have to get past Real Madrid, but, you know, we should be able to win. They're still a fantastic team. We have to give them their flowers, but, you know, it's what it is. We're riding the wave. And everyone going on about Tammy Abraham, Flappy Abraham up top, please, let's just end it right now. He's had enough chances. He was rubbish on the Lampard. He's been rubbish on the Tuchel. Let's just move him on. Let's get in a proper number 9. I'm thinking some Norwegian hitman to come in.
There we go. There we go. Man like Abs, thank you very much for coming on, having your say, mate. Really do appreciate that. Chelsea don't play with strikers. Forget about a number 9 is what Rowe has said.
No.
Yeah, Neat is just like, I can't bet. Congrats to Chelsea. Well done. But Terry, you know, like I do the year we won the treble as a United fan, we'll never feel it again. That's why it's so special. Listen, I just don't want any other team to match what we did or better what we did. I'm selfish like that. It's just, do you know what I mean? There must be do you know what? I look at Jamaica as a country here. The only person they would want to beat Usain Bolt's records or his trophy haul would be another Jamaican. They wouldn't want an American. They wouldn't want a Brit. They wouldn't want I don't know what other countries are good at running, a Canadian, a French guy. They want, you know, one of their own. The only team that I want doing the quad or another treble is Man United. That's it. So I'll always celebrate. I know last year when Arsenal fans celebrated Liverpool getting beat, there was this like condemnation of it. It's embarrassing. I'm thinking, how? Why would, like, Chelsea fans, do you want any other London team to win a Champions League?
No.
Exactly.
Actually, to be fair, I would have had Spurs win that Champions League over Liverpool, just so Arsenal could be in the no. Just so Arsenal can be in the mud even more, because that would be amazing.
I'm fine with that, man.
Nah, it's worth. It'd be worth it. It's worth it.
I can control both clubs. I can control both clubs right now. If Tottenham won the Champions League.
If Tottenham won the Champions League, you see how they have a little bit of chest now, calling for Mourinho's head, it would be even bigger.
Yeah. They'd be walking around like peak Jordan, bruv. If they won that, that'd be big chest, straight up peak Jordan. Or Katie Price for you youngsters that don't realise she used to be called Jordan. Stage name. We've got a guest tonight. He's at me. Chelsea have won. Doncaster Rovers have won. It's man like Sam Smith, aka.
Yes!
Oh,
God. Yes, in my sunshine. That's what we wanted. Come on. Brilliant. Absolutely buzzing for that one. Really buzzing. Absolutely on fire tonight. Oh my God. I've just got to chill out with a Guinness and just watch the FA Cup semi-final.
You're old enough to drink.
With a Guinness.
Yo, Aaron, you've shown more passion than any Chelsea fan has come on this show right here for that Castle Rovers win. I respect it.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to do that. You don't know how long I've been waiting to do that. But look, first of all, thank God we've won. Secondly, that semi-final was a great game of football to watch. It was nice to see two sides wanted to go for it. But Chelsea, they spun Man City like a bottle top. Kevin De Bruyne, best of luck on your injury, mate, but sorry, but you don't deserve it. Sergio Aguero, he'll get fit, I'm sure, for next season, wherever he is. Aspilicueta, Aspilitastic, mate. Mason Mount, the English Lion, wearing the 3 lions on the shirt. Timo Werner, he ain't no German Frankfurter, he's Mr. Oktoberfest, right? Mr. Oktoberfest. This was like watching World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry. He's entered them into the Hall of Pain, mate. Oh my God, absolutely buzzing. City got demolished today. I've got loads of confidence for Chelsea for the Champions League final. Big up yourself. Big up the Terrace. I'll have a glass of champagne to celebrate myself. We've won. Okanabiri for Jerry Messi strikes again against his old club. We go to Tuesday at Princeton 3 point. Come on!
Take care, mate. Take care, bro. Listen to that's some passion there. That is some passion there. Man's buzzing. Man like Alex is on now. What you saying?
Guys, listen, yeah. I've had a couple of pints today, so I'm feeling different today, man. I'm feeling a bit different, yeah. I've just come back from the pub. I've had a couple of pints watching Chelsea game, man. But guys, the guy who has signed the contract is Thomas Tuchel, yeah. Thomas Tuchel, go and sign that contract. I'll go to his house and bring the piece of paper and the contract and make him sign that little contract on the piece of paper, man. Jorginho and Kante today were fantastic, man. And you know the other thing is, people would say, "Oh, you know, we defended the second half." That game wasn't a game where we play against like we play against Tottenham or against Man United. Today against Man City, we actually played them at their own game. We kept the ball, we actually created chances, and we defended well. And man, I'm so happy, man. I am so gassed, man. I literally my Chelsea, my boys, man. I'm literally I'm so pleased. And with Werner, Ziyech, and Kepa today, I thought, oh no, man. This is bad trouble. We're gonna see something bad happen today here, but they didn't. You know, Kepa with that fresh trim, he looked very clean, man. He looked everyone's.
You reminded me of it. I watched The Godfather the other night. It reminded me of a young Michael Corleone. You know, that slick grease back there, man, looked good. Alex, bro, thank you for coming on and having your say. Really appreciate that, mate. Thank you very much. Who's this? Why Twitch? I don't know who this person's name is. Marshall is his name. Marshall's now with us. What you saying?
Hey, Terry, what's up? Good to be on the channel. Hey, look, fucking Chelsea, man. Absolutely happy as hell about Chelsea. You know what I'm going to say right now? Chelsea is the team that England deserves, but not the one it needs. Next year, we're coming for that Premier League. Dude, you mentioned earlier, Chilwell, for me, was absolutely amazing. Our whole defense was amazing, but Chilwell, nothing could get past him. He was dangerous on the ball. And there's so many Chelsea fans out there that want to talk shit about Timo. And there are other ones that want to talk shit about Ziyech. Look, 3 key games, and Ziyech scores in all 3 of those key games.
Yeah.
The link-up play between Werner and Ziyech, undeniable. Undeniable at this point. There's some chemistry, some juju going on between them, but absolutely phenomenal performance. I'm not going to get too gassed up yet because we still have a final against either Leicester or a Southampton that has given us issues before, but I am fully confident that this team can do numbers on Manchester City if we meet them at the finals or whenever we meet them at the Champions League. But man, I'm absolutely proud of my team. Thomas Tuchel signed the fine print. Get this man all the support he needs. Don't fuck this up for me, the board. Marina, please don't. Just let this man stay at this team, please. Let him build his squad. Give him the players he needs, because this man's going to take us places. I promise you guys.
Joe, I hear the passion in you there, and I agree. I think if he wins these trophies at the end of this season, to not extend that 18, is it an 18-month contract he signed? It was only about 18 months. To not extend it would be foolhardy, because what you don't want to do is wait another 6 months, get into his last year, and then another club comes along and says, you know what, Tuchel, Chelsea haven't backed you. We fancy a little bit of that. Do you know what I mean? You then have to risk the compensation of sacking him from other clubs taking him away from you.
And you know what? One thing I want to mention too, we went from being 10th place with Frank Lampard and just maybe some Chelsea fans just saying, hey, you know what? Maybe next year we'll make top 4. Let's try to make top 4. Maybe we're not making top 4. It's okay. Just stick with Lampard. We went from 10th place to now potentially winning a double with Thomas Tuchel with a team that he didn't even pick. This is the team that he just got a hand-me-down from. This man's working wonders, and I absolutely love it, man. The man has fully seduced me. Fully seduced me.
Seduced. Love it. Great call, mate. Thank you, Marshall, for coming on.
Seducer and breast surgeon, Thomas Tuchel, people.
He did, and he pulls on that. There's a super chat actually that came in and asked whether I think Roman is going to support Tuchel. I mean, Roman supports all his managers. He buys players for everybody. That's why he's so cutthroat. That's why he moves people on so quickly and so sort of unashamedly. Like when they have to move on, they move on. It's like we spent £200 million on your squad, plus the current squad that you moved into was worth 600 million. It's an £800 million squad, and you're fifth. You're done. Like he will always back his players. There's no doubt.
I think what's also important to remember as well, in my opinion, is that like as great as Tuchel has done here with the squad, this was the expectation once this squad was built under Lampard. So it's not like this squad is it's not a dead squad. This is a very good squad with a number of good players. It's always been about the chemistry, how everything can merge together, and obviously that's the mistake they made in giving Lampard a lot of parts to work with when he was quite new to the job. You bring in an experienced coach and a very, very progressive coach like Tuchel, and he's been able to find the right parts, put the puzzle together, and almost create a nice blend to each opponent, to each game, and he adapts. That's one thing that you can definitely see from the early signs. He's very good at adapting to the situation, and he plays players based on what he thinks will suit the opponent. So, all credit to him.
And I love that about Tuchel. I've always been I hate in fan analysis is what's our strongest 11. It actually is something that makes me feel a bit nauseous as a football fan, because I just think depends who you're playing. You know, it depends on the circumstance, depends what stage of the season that you're in. We're joined now. I think there's some confusion because Jan is coming on to the player rating show tonight that we're doing. You'll see that on our homepage. But Jan's now with us. City out. I just want to say no quad, no treble. I'm sorry to gloat, but how you feeling about the performance today?
In terms of the quad, I've been saying all season that's so unrealistic. They're just saying that so when we don't win it, they can say, "Oh yeah, City thought they were going to win the quad." I don't think we'll do a treble either. Personally, I've said all season I think we should win 2. We could end up winning none because not none. We could end up winning just 1 because that League Cup final is 3 days before PSG. And I don't know if we can afford to risk some of our key players in that game with De Bruyne out now. So it's going to be difficult. But yeah, in terms of the performance, wasn't good from Man City from start to finish. I thought we should have played a false 9. I don't understand why he played that squad. They couldn't score against Leeds. So for me, why would you be able to score against Chelsea when you can't score against Leeds? To me, it was a bit wild from Pep. I understand why he did it, though, because we had Dortmund and our players were a little bit probably tired. So he played different. He rotated, which is fair enough. But yeah, I didn't know who was going to score the goal in that game. And yeah, I think City got a bit better when Gundogan came on. But yeah, the game was over by then, I think. So
yeah, I do hear what you're saying in terms of, you know, the quad's a very hard thing, a very, very hard thing to do. I suppose looking at it from an outside point of view,
yeah.
I legitimately felt you could do it, and I still think you've got the capabilities of, you know, you win the League Cup, you're going to win the league, you can still win the Champions League, which is a variation of a treble. But it was there, it's close. As a rival watching, I was legitimately scared that you were going to do it. So the fact that you can't do it now, I honestly am so happy, because it would, just like I said earlier this morning, it almost completes football in a way from single season achievements. Nobody else can ever better it, and it's like end of the road stuff, which is great for City to be the team to achieve it. But yeah, big up Chelsea for what they did today. What kind of effect, Jan, do you think this is going to have on the League Cup final? And you've got a tough game midweek against Villa, and then you've got the League Cup final next week. Do you think it's going to have an impact on it at all?
I'm not too sure. Our record in the FA Cup has never been great. In all this time that Man City have been good, we haven't been good in the FA Cup. Went out last year to Arsenal. We lost the semi-final to Arsenal. We've also lost to Wigan in a final. Like, our record in the FA Cup hasn't been great. We've won it twice since we started winning trophies. So yeah, it's not one of them that we've picked up regularly. Chelsea do win it quite often. Arsenal as well. So yeah, it's one
it
of.
feels like you win it more, you know.
Yeah,
we're so used to you winning trophies. I genuinely thought you've won it like 4 out of 5 times.
The Carabao Cup boys. Carabao Cup.
Carabao Cup is their trophy.
FA Cup.
Carabao Cup and the Prem are the main ones that we tend to win. The FA Cup's one of them though, because I remember even like Man United, there was a time where Rooney had not won it, and we
hadn't won it for ages.
So
yeah, he won it. Do you know what? It's interesting. It's you know, I tweeted it a few moments ago. It's why the treble is such an achievement to respect, because to win the league, the FA Cup, and the Champions League simultaneously, it's just so hard. You think how many great teams have come before it, and all those Liverpool teams in the 70s and 80s couldn't do it. Man United did it once. You know, in 2008, we nearly did it again. Look at Chelsea's great teams. Arsenal's arguably greatest best team. Their fans say is the Invincibles. They only won one trophy. They did a couple of doubles. It's so hard to do because you have to end up doing what you did today. You have to rest and rotate. And when you rest and rotate, it weakens your team. It's almost impossible to win. You know, with Liverpool, what they did last year, very good achievement. But they did that, and they only really went after one trophy. And it's sort of like, well, I mean, how many points would Man United have got in 1999 if we threw away all the other trophies and just focused on the league? We could have got 90-plus points. It was the fact that it's a harder achievement to chase all these trophies. It's why no one really does it. But look, City's still going to have a really good season. It'd be interesting to see what happens if you drop any points to Villa, because I think the media might come on top a little bit then. You know what I mean? I think they might just come on top a bit. United, then if Man United win tomorrow and there's suddenly this 5-point gap that everybody's talking about. But no, can you imagine if City win nothing this year?
It's inconceivable. Inconceivable.
No, Terry, you need to look at their fixtures. They're definitely winning.
They're winning the league. They're winning the league.
From Brighton.
Man United would have to win every game, and we would have to fail to win, I think, 4 games.
Yeah, it's not gonna. It isn't gonna happen. But just, you know, sometimes but it's a bit like Chelsea, Liverpool last year. They were on. I remember being at work, and I worked with 3 very passionate season ticket holders of Liverpool, and they were at work every day talking about invincible trebles. That's all they kept on talking. Invincible treble. We're gonna do it. Within the space of about a few weeks, it was like you're gonna win the league, but it all gone. And of course, as a rival, you hope that happens to your rivals every year, because you don't want people achieving absolute greatness in front of you in relation to that. But listen, it was a great game today. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a tactical masterclass from both, nullifying each other, hard to break each other down. It was always going to be won by an odd goal, you know, and it very much ended that way. Remember, we're back at 10 p.m. tonight. We're doing a player rating show. We're going to be using the tiering system as normal to rate all the individuals that played today that came onto the pitch and had their say. David's going to be with us. Anit is going to be with us. I think Jan is going to be hopefully with us as well. So we're back in about an hour and a half. So make sure you're tuning into the Football Terrace. Please hit that like button before you leave. We're on 1,400 likes, which is astronomical. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in, whether you tuned in for 10 minutes or the full hour show tonight. That's amazing. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless.